Let's bring in CBS News contributor and former National Security Advisor, H.R. McMaster. General, thank you very much for being here. You know, in the aftermath of Nasrallah's killing on Friday, you've got statements from Vice President Harris and Biden calling him a terrorist, saying he's got innocent blood on his hands. John Kirby said it's good for the region and good for the world that he's dead. For Americans who are confused by those statements, explain them. Why is Hezbollah's leader's death a positive?
Yeah, Hezbollah is a devastating terrorist organization that has an impact, obviously, on Israel, who they have vowed to destroy and to kill all the Jews. But they're a global terrorist organization. In the 1990s, they really went global with assassinations in Europe. Remember, they shot down an airliner in Panama. They destroyed a Jewish community center in Argentina. And in recent years, they've been the shock troops in Syria that have really contributed to half the Syrian population being dead, wounded, or displaced. So there's tremendous blood on the hands of this organization. They're also a criminal organization, right? They hold the Lebanese people hostage. They're one of the biggest narcotics trafficking organizations in the world and human trafficking organizations in the world. So it's a good thing for the world that he's dead, as well as those 20 or so plus other top leaders who Israel's killed in the last week.
So there's two ways of looking at Israel's stepped-up attacks on Hezbollah and Lebanon. You could say it's escalation and it's going to lead to further war, or it's a kind of deterrence to say, don't even try it, stop it now, go no further. How do you view what they're doing?
I see it as a required response, right? I mean, you know, the English theologian and philosopher G.K. Chesterton said, hey, war is not the best way of settling differences, but sometimes it's the only way to ensure they're not settled for you. And so the Israelis, just think about it from their perspective, right? They have 80,000 people displaced from the north, 10% of their territories evacuated. They want to get their own people back. But really importantly, on October 8th, right, one day after those heinous attacks, Hezbollah started these rocket attacks back onto Israel in solidarity, you know, with Hamas. But really, they are a proxy force for the Iranians as well. And I think on October 7th, Iran really activated what they call the ring of fire around Israel. So Israel has been in the most precarious security situation they've been in since 1948.
But their top leadership has been taken out, as you've just said. Are they still viable?
They're still viable because they still have the guns, right? They still have, you know, the largest force. I mean, the Lebanese army is very weak compared to Hezbollah.
Okay. So you mentioned that they're a proxy force to Iran. Now you add in Hamas in Gaza and also the Houthis in Yemen. Is there a war between Israel and Iran imminent at this point? And then where do we stand on the outside looking in?
Is America really a party to this already?
Absolutely we are. I mean, even though nobody's really saying it, we are at war with Iranians proxies at the very least.
We are at war right now.
Yes, I would say so. You know, we have so much of our force deployed already, and we've protected Israel. Remember in April with those hundreds of missiles and rockets coming in at Israel from Iranian soil, we helped shoot all those down as part of a broader coalition, including some of Israel's Arab neighbors. But I think when we don't acknowledge what the return address is back to Iran, we give Iran license to escalate with impunity because, you know, Iran's strategy is to expend every Arab life, every Palestinian life in support of its aim to push the United States out of the region as the first step and then destroying Israel and killing all the Jews. They really want to do that.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, their president comes to visit here in New York. We provide him security, and they've put a hit out on a presidential candidate. It's kind of crazy to me.
Our taxpayers don't love that. H.R. McMaster, thank you very much, General. Appreciate it.
Great to be with you.
Yeah,
Thanks.
more to come for sure. Thank you so much.